Hi, I'm going to show you how to start a business in the state of Alabama, where all you have to do, you can do this right online, where you'll have to just print out a form, fill it in, and attach a filing fee, send it off to the government in the state of Alabama, and you'll be able to do it all within about 10 days is how long usually the process takes. Now, what you'll have to decide is which type of entity do you want to create. You can create 5 different types in the state of Alabama. There are corporations, limited liability companies. Now, these two are the most popular. There's also partnerships such as limited partnership, limited liability partnership, and then limited liability limited partnership. So I'm not going to get into all the differences between them, but just show you exactly how to uh, create one of these. So the first thing that you want to do is search for a name. The reason why you want to do this is to make sure that the name does not already exist in the Secretary of State's database. And all you have to do is just click on this link. You'll be brought to another page where we show you exactly how to search for a name. But we want to just go straight to the Secretary of State's office where you can do just a quick search by name. Once you've done your search by name, you can begin by registering for your entity. Now, in the state of Alabama, they require you to do a name reservation, and I think that the main reason why that they do this is so that you do not go through the trouble of already applying and having a name that's already registered with the state. So this is just very easy. You do an online filing system, and it doesn't say here, but I think that the filing fee is around $28. Now, once you've decided on the entity you want to create after you've filed that, you can create any sort of entity that's listed here. All you have to do is just click on the link. So for example, if you want to create an LLC that will be located in the state of Alabama, you'll want to click on this domestic LLC. Domestic only means that the business is located in the state. And you can see the instructions here on exactly how to file that type of entity. And here with the domestic LLC, the form is called a certificate of formation, and all you have to do is just download this application right here and attach the filing fee, which we have listed here for all the entities. Now, where do you send the form? In Alabama, it's a little different. Most states, you have to send the form to the Secretary of State's office, and in the state of Alabama, for domestic entities, you have to send it to your local probate office. And not just that, you have to make 2 copies of whatever the application is, along with one original, and attach the filing fee and send it to your local probate office. Now, sometimes a local probate office will have an additional fee. So if you click this link, you'll get a list of all the probate offices, and you just go to the one that's in your area, or check the one in your area, give them a call, and see if there's an additional fee. If not, just send the suggested filing fee we have listed here, and your business entity will be created in about that 10-day span that we were talking about. Now below, we have just a couple of other things. Obviously, we already mentioned name reservation. If you want a certificate of good standing, sometimes if you go to a bank, they'll require a certificate of good standing from the state, which just is a form that, like it says, a certificate that your entity is actually in good standing with the state. If you want to renew, you have to do that every year, and you do that with the Department of Revenue through a form called a Privileged Business Tax Form. And then if you want any sort of agreements, all you have to do is download the corresponding agreement to your entity. So say you have a corporation that has 3 or 4 different people in it, you probably want to create a corporate bylaws that say exactly who owns what, how many shares, and what kind of power they have, who's the manager if there is any. Same with the LLC operating agreement. These three forms are very important if you have more than one person that owns the entity. And last but not least, you have the Employment Identification Number, EIN. Now, this is a number that is provided by the IRS. It is free to get, and you cannot pretty much do any sort of financial activity unless you have this number. This number is very important. I mean, the first thing when you go to a bank to try and open a bank account, they'll ask you, what is your employment identification number to your business? And but it's free to get. It's easy to get. You can get it right online. It'll take you about 10 to 15 minutes, and probably 5 minutes if you really know what you're doing, just zipping through online. So highly recommend to get this after you have formed your entity. And that's it. That is how you start a business in the state of Alabama.